Hello everyone, I'm Said Mandigar. Welcome back to yet another tutorial. So great to have you here. In this video, I will show you how to create a realistic oak wood material from scratch. By the end, you will be able to build almost any material you need using VRAY in 3ds Max. I will show a few quick adjustments in Photoshop along the way to fine-tune the maps. Let's dive in. I open the Slate Material Editor, create a VRAY material, and assign it as the base material to the selected objects. I start with the diffuse map, then add the other core maps like reflection, glossiness, and bump to build the foundation of the material. Before recording this video, I already prepared the maps in Photoshop so we can focus purely on material creation. If you want to learn how to create base maps, I've linked a dedicated video in the description. I also have another video on making wood texture seamless, which is linked there as well. Now, I start shaping the material by blending these maps with VRAY parameters and fine-tune the values to handcraft the look I want. Under the map slot, when you see 100 next to a map, it means the map is applied at full strength. Lowering this value allows the materials parameter to blend with the map, giving you more control. If you're going for a more realistic or a stylized look, don't be afraid to slightly exaggerate the reflection and glossiness. Subtle overstatement can actually help the material read better in a render, especially under the controlled lighting. If your render output is relatively small, increasing the bump amount can help surface details read better. But keep in mind, this will slightly increase render time. Since my diffuse map is mostly dark, I want to introduce more color variation. I mix the diffuse map with a VRAY color using a color composite map and adjust the blend until it feels right. There is no fixed formula here. This part is driven purely by artistic judgment. Once the base material is ready, it's time to add the final polish. For this, I create a blend material. The base oak material goes into the base slot, and I create a second VRAY material to act as a reflective coat. In the coat material, the diffuse is set to black. I assign a reflection map to control reflectivity, then plug this material into the coat slot, so it behaves like a thin polished layer on top of the wood. I start with the dirt map as a black and white mask. White areas allow reflection to appear, while black areas keep the base material visible. Once assigned, you can clearly compare the polish layer against the base material. I recommend using IPR here so you can see changes instantly as you tweak values. At around 50%, the polish starts to blend nicely. To make it more predictable, I push the mask closer to pure white. At this point, the surface becomes overly reflective and the base material almost disappears. You can fix this entirely in Photoshop, but that limits control over where reflections appear. What I recommend instead is balancing the reflection map itself and then refine the mask inside VRAY. Most of my map adjustments in Photoshop are done using levels, which is fast and very effective. To visualize the impact of the smoke map, I temporarily switch it to red. This makes it obvious when the reflective coat is affecting the surface. You can replace the default smoke map if you want, but for this material, the reflection map combined with the smoke give a clean and controllable result. I adjust the size to control how large or small the reflective areas appear, then switch it back to black and white. I recommend adjusting this a few times and testing until it feels balanced. If you want to learn faster test render workflows, I've linked my videos on render optimization and VRAY test setups in the description. If the effect becomes too subtle, I simply reduce the mask amount. Now that the material is finished, I apply a UVW map modifier to all isolated objects and adjust the scale based on the texture ratio. Then I disable instance mode and run a UVW randomizer script. Once everything looks good, I bring the full scene back, switch to my camera and do a region render for a final material check. If the result matches what I'm aiming for, I disable the region and launch the final render. And here's the final result. This oak wood material built completely from scratch. If you want to learn how these maps are created starting from the diffuse, make sure to check the linked video in the description. That's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching all the way through. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you soon. Have fun.